What's up, everybody? We're in a hoodie today because we are talking about 5 things to look for in a startup. Why am I qualified to talk about what to look for in a startup? Well, I started my first company at 18. It was called Humans. I did it for 8 months. We broke even, donated shirts to Honduras, donated money to a soup kitchen in New York City, and volunteered there. Second company started when I was 19. I joined as the 4th individual at this company to head up marketing, and I won $10,000 in a pitch competition for this company. We were a tech company, a SaaS company, in the food industry. We sold to restaurants. Third company I ever joined was a luxury skincare company, again in marketing. There were 3 people in that company. And my 4th company, which I am currently at, is a healthcare technology company. And we sell a telemedicine and patient engagement platform. So I have been in several different startups, ranging from my own self-funded all the way up to healthcare tech startups, to food, to skincare. Huge variety here. So 5 things to look for in a startup in 5 minutes. Number 1 is the industry. Is the industry growing? How many startups are also in this industry? So things like SaaS, huge, blowing up. Healthcare technology is like growing by the billions right now. Some of the other biggest growing industries are, look at the smartphone. It's plugged in, but you can see it here. Look at what that has done to the world over the past 10 years. Things like retail as an industry you want to be careful of, because look at all the data, retail is dying. However, business model and the sustainability of your company and the product. Do you have a competitive advantage over the other startups and just the existing companies that fall within your competitors? So is your business model unique? Going back to retail, selling tangible goods too. Subscription boxes, huge. Just a couple years ago, not necessarily selling new products, but there was a new business model that consumers liked and many startups popped up. Whether it was the beauty boxes, now you have subscription food services out there. So definitely another thing to look for, and then product competitive advantage. Going into number 3 is look at the role that you would be in at the startup. Things like, what are the KPIs that this role is held accountable to? What are the other employees like in this role? How are they performing? Do they like the role? It's important to think about what you're going to be doing at the startup, because you might be doing it 60, 70 hours a week, especially depending where the startup is in its growth. A lot of startups are very demanding because that's what it takes to really grow and be that unicorn that they talk about in the startup world. Number 4, risk versus reward. The risk in joining a startup is a very calculated risk, kind of. It's also very who knows who's going to turn into a unicorn or not. But if you have the option of going, so the end of my senior year, I had the option, do I go to an internship at an established marketing agency, or do I join a startup? I turned down the agency, joined the startup. It wasn't exactly as safe a role, wasn't as safe a company, wasn't as stable. However, the reward was I got to have a lot more autonomy in my role. I got to learn a lot more. I got to be more of a leader. And I got to do a lot more hands-on things than I would have in a stable marketing agency where I would have been kind of defined to one specific set of tasks. Startup, you wear a billion hats. And the reward can be huge, especially if you are getting stock options and just the career growth overall. What is that path of progression to advance into more leadership roles? And we've got about 30 seconds left. What's the leadership of the startup look like? Do they have success in building previous companies in that industry? Communication is huge as well. The leadership of a company, apart from the product itself, leadership, the team and the culture and the atmosphere all comes from leadership. It has to start there and trickle down. You can't tell your smallest employees to build up the culture at a company. So do the research on the CEO, the CTO, COO, president, whoever it is, VP of sales. And so those are 5 things. So to recap, the industry, the business model / product. 3, your role. 4, what is your personal risk versus reward? And 5 is, what does the leadership look like at the startup you would be joining? Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have more questions or you want to know more things to look for in a startup, let me know in the comments. Give the video a thumbs up if you like it. Happy to talk more about my startup experience as well. So thanks for joining. Hit the subscribe button for more videos because we are going to be pumping out at hopefully at least 3 videos a week. Thanks, guys.